up, lovely people? Welcome back to Alake YouTube channel. So today's video is on how to make this short call kaftan dress. It's just so simple to make and it's so light to wear. Depending on the fabric you use, but I'll suggest that you use chiffon fabric or light silk fabric. So it's just so easy to make. So don't forget to subscribe, share, and also like this video. So thank you for your support. Let's go to the cutting table. So to make the call caption dress, I'm making use of this fabric, and I'll be drafting, like marking on the pattern paper. So this is 2 yards of fabric. So yours will depend on your body size and also how voluminous you want your dress to be. So I'll be making use of 2 yards of fabric, and just make use of a fabric that is draping, that drapes, so that the call will come out fine. Then I'll be drafting on the pattern paper, because while I try to draft on chalk on the fabric, it's not showing, and for us to be able to see it, that's why I did it on the pattern paper. Please, this is not pattern method. It's a freehand, but I'm just doing it on the pattern paper. So the paper is folded into two, because I want to show us the shape after drafting. So that's why I folded it into two. So now let's get started. So to start off, I'll be marking the neckline, and I just want to do a neckline of 3 by 3 inches. So depending on the type of neckline that you want, I want 3 by 3 inches. So that's why I mark 3 by 3 inches. So it will be the same thing for the front and also for the back. I'm not marking the back neckline differently, so the same thing I use for the front is what I use for the back. So you can do 3 by 3, or you can do 3 by 4, or even 8 inches, depending on how you want your neckline to be. So at the edge of the paper, I'm going to come down by 2 inches for the shoulder slope. So I'm just going to mark it right there, 2 inches. Then I'll connect from there to the straight to the neck line. So I'll connect that to the neckline like so. So from where I marked the shoulder slope right there, so I'm going to input half of my round sleeve. My round sleeve is 10, so 10 divided by 2 equals to 5. Then I'll add 1 inch for sewing allowance. So depending on how you want your, if you want yours to be free than that, you can add Essex to your fabric. So I added 1 inch for ease. Sorry, so that means I marked 6 inches and also 1 inch for sewing allowance. So from the neckline, I'm going to measure straight 28 inches. I got the 28 inches by first marking from my shoulder to the hip. My shoulder to the hip is 24. Then I added extra 4 inches to that. So I first marked my shoulder to hip 4 inches. Then I now marked plus 4 inches to that. So that makes it 28 inches. So if you don't want your caul to fall below your hip, then don't add 4 inches. But if you want your caul to fall below your hip, add 4 inches. So the next thing I'll do now is where I mark the allowance, I'm going to come in by 2 inches right there. This is to create a kind of fit around the sleeve area. So that's why I come in by 2 inches from where I mark the sewing allowance for the sleeve. And the next thing I'll do is to input my waist measurement, my hip measurement on the line that I marked there. So I'm sorry that the camera did not capture that, but we soon see it. The camera will zoom in there later. So I mark half or quarter of my hip measurement plus 2 inches for ease allowance. Then I added 1 inch for sewing allowance. So from there on, from where I mark coming there, I'm just going to create a kind of curve. You just see what I'm doing. I'm just going to create a curve to create the caul around that area, like so. So now this is where I marked the on the line that I marked there. I just added 2 inch. I just mark like that. So from there I'm just going to connect. I'm just going to make a curve. So just do it, go gently to create your curve. So just creating the curve, and that is how I'm just going to create my curl like so. So you can shape it. If it didn't come out very well, you can just shape it again. And that's how we create our curl effects at the side. So whatever I have there on that line, I'm just going to take it straight down to the hem line like so. So that's how it's just going to look. But you know, I marked from the sewing allowance. That means I'm just going to create my curve again to meet where it should be. You know, I started from the sewing allowance, from the sleeve area down to the sewing allowance below the hip line. So I just want to create a curve from there straight back to the right place that it should be. So I'm just creating my curve like that, like so, and that is it. So if you want your sleeve to be firm, when I was sewing, I decided to make my sleeve to be firm. So the ease allowance that I added earlier, I just trim it off. So that's why my sleeve was firm. So if you want yours to be firm too, you can just trim off the ease allowance. So I'm just cutting out the pattern like that. Then I'm using the pattern to cut out my fabric. This is just as simple as that. Can you see how it is, this curl effect? And that is how easy it is. So I'm just going to go and join it. It's just so simple to make. Join it at the shoulder, by the side, and the hem line like that. So now to join it, I'll first join it at the shoulder area, then the both shoulders. Then I will join it, use my bias. I use bias to pipe the neck. If you want, you can cut bias for yours, or facing. Then I join it by the side too, and also hem it at the hem line with the hem allowance that I added. This dress is just so simple to make. It's just that simple. You can make this within 30 minutes. It's just simple like so. There's no thing hard. So this is the dress. You can make this, like I said, under 30 minutes and you are done. So thank you for watching. Please, if you've not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, and also click on the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I upload a new tutorial. Subscription is totally free. Please support my channel. So if you have any comment, any question, please ask your question in the comment section, and also give me a huge thumbs up. So thank you for your support. I'll catch you in my next video. Bye.